Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user MPH. He's driving the Type 61 on a standard battle on live Orcs. Type 61 is a tier 9 medium tank for the Japanese. An excellent medium tank it is as well. Gets a lot of gun depression, so this thing is able to dish out fantastic damage. And this is a pretty good map for this tank as well, especially if it heads over to this right-hand flank, which MPH is doing, because there's plenty of hills. You can take advantage of that excellent gun depression. Off the top of my head, I think it gets about 10-11 degrees of gun depression, something like that, which is a fantastic amount. So heading over to the right-hand side, finds an M41 Bulldog, but it looks like those two are going to slap at each other for a while. Maybe neither of them loaded, actually, because nobody's pulled the trigger just yet. There we go, one shot does land. I'm going to try and get a hit on this Bulldog, but it looks like he disappears just in time. I'm going to continue trying to put fire in. Got a little bit of a reticule bug there, as you can see. Sometimes when aiming in auto-aim, the reticule gets stuck in position. And that only happens in the replays. It won't have happened in the live game. And a little bit blocked by his ally there, but is still able to land a good shot on that Bulldog and then take him out, propelling them into an early 2-0 lead. But at this point in the game, just a minute and a half in, you can't really call 2-0 a lead. On AMX on his right-hand side, gets a great shot to take him out, and that's MPH's first kill. That propels the allies into a 3-0 lead. Going to close in on the rest of the enemy team here. Got a Tiger in his sights, and you can see the accuracy of this gun pretty good as well. At least so far. Going to get himself into a position where he can get side fire on these guys. It's not like they outnumber the enemy terribly bad here. It's just the fact that they've got them pushed back and got them penned in, because these guys were here first. Getting good shots on everybody as they fall back. And they've got everyone on the back foot now. Gonna see if he can finally take out this Tiger. Gets an ammo rack on him just to add insult to injury. And that's kill number 2. That is 5-0 now for the allies. Gets a great shot on the VK4503. And there's a lot of good sniper work going on here by MPH. I'm gonna try and get another shot on this VK4503. He gets taken out by the ST1 and the rest of the cavalry turns up. So MPH decides that he's going to have to move forward or he's going to miss out on the rest of the damage. Still a Skoda T50, a Comet and a Knerven here. Skoda T50 could be dangerous, but he's in a terrible position. He's backed off way too far. In fact, if he was closer in next to the Knerven, the terrain will be giving him a lot more protection than it currently is. But because he's so far away, you can just pop slightly over the top and get shots on him for days. As you can see, nobody can really get a shot on the Knerven just yet. And there we go, takes out the Skoda T50. And now you see how far over the top they have to come to get shots on this Knerven, whereas they didn't have to do that. Gets another ammo rack to take out the Knerven for kill number 4. They finally lost some tanks though. It's 9 kills to 3. And have a look towards this WZ-132 yet. MPH hasn't taken a single shot yet. Hasn't received a single shot yet, sorry. WZ just about dodges the shell from MPH, and he decides to turn and flee. The enemy team has won the city, but that's not much of a consolation, considering the allies still hold the hill on the E line, and now we're starting to move in en masse from the right-hand flank. A little bit of a hill in the way of the WZ. Not sure if he can see this Ferdinand, or whether he is through a pile of logs. Does have a shot. Looks like he may have been able to hit that one, but that one just missed. Keeping an eye on the Ferdinand. Got to be aware of this WZ-132 positioning, because if the WZ decides to charge him down, he'll lose a good chunk of hit points. Probably won't get taken out by him, but may lose some hit points. Having another look towards this Ferdinand. Going to try and get a shot through his side armor. Gets a beautiful hit there onto him as he comes charging forward. I'm surprised he hasn't been taken out by guys on the hill. And there we go, gets eliminated by a T49 of all things. Finds a Jag Tiger. It's a great shot on him. Does take some damage in return. Now just going to pop up in a slightly different location. Going to use his gun depression to his advantage, and you can see the excellent gun depression of this tank coming into effect now. One more hit onto the Jagdtiger, not able to get it as the ST1 takes that one away. Only 4 tanks left for the enemy team, and they are all stuck in the city. They're doing the best they can to try and fight a losing battle. But you know what? That E75 is nearly on full health, and that ST1 is on full health. And those 2 tanks fighting back to back could be very, very dangerous indeed. MPH gets a great shot on the side of the E75. Is he going to try and take cover now? Or maybe look in this direction? Nope, he's going to do well, he's going to take cover, but just about in time. Not going to look in this direction. Still focused forward. To be honest, what these heavy tanks should be doing now is just falling back further back into the city, just to get as much cover as they can so they can fire on enemy tanks as they come through to try and get them. There is absolutely no point trying to fight the tanks on the hill right now because they've got tanks closing in quickly from their right hand side. That's the biggest mistake these heavy tanks make this game. But I guess that's a very easy mistake to make. You get sort of tunnel vision on one particular fight, which is they went to the city, they won. Now the logical progression is to fight the guys on the hill and try and win that. But like I said, what they should be doing is completely ignoring the stationary tanks on the hill, because if they leave, tanks on the hill are of absolutely no threat whatsoever. And then they can do a good job of trying to fight the tanks that come in against them. Because to be honest, if they'd fallen into the city and just taken on the tanks that have come from the right-hand flank with the tanks that were coming, they possibly could have won that fight. And then once they've won that fight, then they can turn their attention to the guys on the hill. But as it is, they're getting absolutely wrecked. That's a 3rd ammo rack by MPH. This thing is just firing shots that just are obliterating people's ammo racks. That was the only one that he got, which was actually more than alpha damage of his gun, though. It's still 3 ammo racks in one battle. A little bit of a shame it wasn't 3 full health ammo racks, because that's your game right there. As the AMX-5120 is going to go down, MPH gets a great shot onto him. Let's see if he can get the last hit for the Top Gun. He can't, because his teammates are greedy, but that is the game. So awesome game played there by MPH. Only picking himself up 5 kills, picking himself up a whole bunch of damage, and playing a very, very good tactical game in the Type 61. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Maxwell. This has been a Wall of Tanks replay, and I'll catch you guys next time.